England to win the Euros. Now, football is coming home to England. England enters the semifinals with 67 points in the European Championship all time. It is home, that's Gematria 67. Now, home is Gematria 23. So, by interpretation, you can infer it is heading home either by beating Spain or Les Bleus. So that's what 23 is about. It's coming home for England regardless of who wins between Les Bleus and Spain. For manager Luis de la Fuente, 2 draws, 3 losses. So either for England to bring the cup home or I like him to lose his 88th match as manager against Didier Deschamps of the French. Deschamps is Gematria of 88. So I do like De La Fuente to fall to 2 draws and 3 losses when he loses against Les Bleus. Now, France in the European table, this competition, they have 2 wins and 3 draws. I like 3 wins and 3 draws to make it to the final at Berlin. It is Berlin, that's 33. Now, England are going to beat the Netherlands. England have 5 goals and 3 allowed during the competition. The German translation for the champions is Gematria 53. So I do like the England France final to determine the champions in German Gematria, the host country's Gematria 53. Kylian Mbappe is Gematria 3 Lions. He hurt his nose and now could be involved in a final against the 3 Lions. But let's say if it's Spain instead. Spain could end up facing against the 3 Lions in their 53rd Euro match all time if it does happen to be Spain instead of France. But when you see how the 53 lines up, either way for Spain and France, you can infer that England are winning the European Championship. Spain could enter the final with 96 points against England, who are looking to win the Euros 96 months after the Queen's death at 96 years of age. I do like France to enter with 87 points against England. It is Queen Elizabeth II that is Gematria of 87. England in the European Championship, they are their all-time record in the European Championship. So I like England to have an 8-6 knockout record by winning the European Championship, because Argentina are going to beat England in Finalissima, to beat England in a major competition for the first time since the World Cup quarterfinal in 1986. France, the knockout record since they last won the European Championship, is going to be 6-5, like Gematria of Olympia Stadion, where the final is going to be held at. Gareth Southgate's going to win the Euro in his 102nd match in charge as manager. It is Berlin and Gematria, that's 102. He's going to beat the Orange of the Netherlands en route to a 102nd match in the final. He will make it to Berlin in his 102nd match in charge when football is coming home. Football is coming home is Gematria Gareth Southgate's 102nd match in charge as England manager. Now, on the flip side to the Netherlands are going to lose for the 13th time against in the European Championship. Harry Kane's going to win. Jude Bellingham is going to win at the Borussia Dortmund Stadium. Remember, Jude Bellingham played with the Borussia Dortmund, so he's going to win the semifinal at Dortmund Stadium to make it to the final. Jude and Kane in the reverse have Gematria of Spain and Les Bleus. But I do like the code better for France over Spain, regardless of who wins that semifinal. England are going to beat the Orange to make it to Berlin. And I do like England to score their 60th goal in the European Championship over at Berlin. Berlin's Gematria 60. So they'll score on average 2 goals in their next 2 matches. England are going to score first against the Netherlands. They have 6 goals and 3 allowed during the competition. The Oranje is Gematria 63. The Netherlands is Gematria 63. So England are definitely going to score first against the Netherlands. Hopefully this is accurate. He's got 63 wins, Netherlands 63. He can get to 64 and 65. 65 is the Gematria of Olympia Stadio. He had 33 matches as England under 21 manager, and Berlin's Gematria 33. So he would end up winning the final at Berlin. Mbappe hurt his nose. Nose is Gematria of 19 in reverse. If England win their next 2 matches in regulation, it could be their 19th win in the Euros all time. England won their first penalty shootout since beating Colombia at the World Cup in 2018. Colombia's Gematria of England, 70th points. Harry Kane to enter the final for England. England have 70 points entering the final at Berlin. Going for their 73rd points to win the Euro as a tribute to the crown right after the Queen's death at 96 years of age, 96 months later. It's going to be the tribute. It would be Didier Deschamps' 25th loss as manager if he loses the final against England. France lost the World Cup final at Berlin to Italia in 2006, seeking to win their first trophy since over at Moscow. England are 1-4 in the Euros. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 draws. That went into extra time. So they have 5 matches and 7 points. 57 is Gematria of England. England in the reverse is Gematria of Berlin too. England in reverse is Gematria of Lionel Messi, the finalissima that we speak about. So England, it's going to be 3 wins and 4 draws. 34 is the Gematria of Harry Kane. And let's see, 9-5. The Netherlands, if they concede first, would have 9 goals and 6 allowed. 3-0 win over Romania, 2-1 win over Turkey. So that's 9 goals and 6 allowed if they were to concede first against England. And it's going to be 6 matches and 3 wins for the Netherlands. The Netherlands is Gematria 63. Now, England, in the European Championship, 5 goals, 3 allowed. They could win 1-0 or 2-0, and then win the final to have 8 goals and 3 allowed during the competition, like Germany having Gematria 83 in football, having Gematria 83. Gareth Southgate's knockout record is currently 9-3. France is Frickreich in German Gematria. France is Gematria Berlin. They did lose the World Cup final to Italia in 2006. France in German Gematria is Gematria of England, which is Gematria 57. Frickreich is Gematria of Gareth Southgate's knockout record to improve to 9-3 across the World Cup in the European Championship. I do like the rematch between France and England, dating back to the World Cup, because football is going to come home in a rematch against France 83 months after England lost against France in the World Cup. So July the 14th, 2024. I do like this rematch happening 83 weeks later for football to come home. Football and Germany both have Gematria of 83. And then I like England. They're going to win their 18th match against France, kind of like France losing the 18th World Cup final in 2006. That's what stands out between the record between England and France. The Netherlands and German Gematria 77, so it's going to be 7 wins and 7 losses for England against the Netherlands. Once I go back to the translator. Go ahead, go in the 78th minute for Olivier Giroud. It is coming home as Gematria 78. The Netherlands enter the semifinals with 78 points all time. To remain at 23 wins, because home is Gematria 23 again. Oranje's 27 goal differential. Dortmund, Germany's Gematria 78. The Netherlands enter the semifinal with 78 points all time in the European Championship. England get another crack at them. They're the better team. They had the more shots on target. They had most shots. They had 58% possession. Then they can win their next trophy in 58 years. What's the Blues in German Gematria? Der Blues, I guess. Der Blues is Gematria the 8-6 knockout record in the European Championship. If you're England. Blues is Gematria of Gareth Southgate. Gareth is Gematria 59. Same Gematria as Spain. Remember, Los is Gematria 59. Blues is Gematria of Gareth. Gareth is also Gematria of Spain. So this is all very much connected to Gareth Southgate. The three Lions. Lions is Gematria of Holland, looking to win their first title since the year 66. Holland in reverse is 33. Holland and England both have the reverse Gematria of Berlin, but when I'm looking at it, it's the first trophy for England since 66 over at the city of Berlin. So that's what I wanted to note with the Netherlands. City of Berlin, 69. It's coming home as Gematria 69 in 66. Wonder how many caps Kylian Mbappe has had with France. Gakpo is Gematria 23. It's coming home. Home is Gematria 23. You know, I think the Golden Boot race will probably be decided between Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane entering the final. You know, there's no Carvajal due to yellow card. Pedro is hurt, so when just being practical about it. De La Fuente is 93. Southgate could enter the 9-3 knockout record if De La Fuente were to make the final instead. Just showing you, regardless of who wins against between Spain and France, it's all lined up for England to win the Euros. What about Dutch and Gematria? The Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman is Gematria of England's 8-6 knockout record in the Euros should they win the European Championship. Three Lions in reverse is also Gematria Berlin. Three Lions is Gematria of Kylian. Oh man, Panama almost scored. So again, 93 points for Spain. De La Fuentes, Camacho 93. But I don't think they play a 53rd match against Three Lions. But if Spain do win, that's what you have to look out for. And of course, France could enter with goal differential of 23 like it's coming home as Gematria of 23. You see, Jeff Hurst was the last goal scorer for England when they won the 1966 World Cup final. Jeff Hurst is Gematria of their next trophy can happen against Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is Gematria of 25 and 53. France is Gematria 34. For England, they can have a 3-4 record in this Euro should they make it to the final and defeat France. 3 wins, 4 draws. France, England is Gematria 104. The host country, Germany, has 104 points all time in the competition. They've won 30 games and 58 matches. They're the host country of a championship. England, their last trophy, 58 years ago. Remember, England is Gematria 30. City of Berlin, Germany is also Gematria of 104. And Jude Bellingham, he played with Borussia Dortmund. Borussia is, Borussia Dortmund is Gematria of 102. So remember, it is coming home in Gareth Southgate's 102nd match in charge when we're breaking it all down. Football is coming home in his 102nd match in charge. Jude Bellingham to win the scripted semifinal at Borussia Dortmund Stadium. So what is Borussia Dortmund Stadium called? Allianz Arena. Allianz is Gematria 30 to take on the winner of England and Holland. We're talking about the Allianz Arena, the first semifinal between France and Spain. Borussia Dortmund Stadium. Signal Iduna Park. Signal Iduna Park is Gematria of England, 67 points, and it's coming home, Gematria of 67. Home is Gematria 13. Netherlands, 13th loss in the Euro all time. So let's do this, the English interpretation. Westphalia Stadium is Gematria of England's last title in year 66. So there is some numbers that will line up to Spain, just in case if Spain do play in the final. However, the narrative for England payback. What minute did Kane miss the penalty? Which minute? He missed the penalty against France. Harry Kane's payback. What minute was that? The minute for that has to be significant. Was that the 83rd minute? You see, Kane misses the scripted penalty in the 83rd minute. So football is going to come home 83 weeks in a rematch against France. That just after 83 minutes was when he missed the scripted penalty. And let's go to the World Cup table too. All time, because it shows this. It's going to connect to England's World Cup stats. So, go to the records and statistics. I just need the statistics. The all-time table. Let's see. England, they remained at 104 goals scored, so the host country with 104 points. They were going for a draw, but it should be able to happen here. They should be able to win against France in the final.